Hello, dear. I imagine you are here because something caught your attention, something you may be curious about but never had the courage to ask anyone. You have probably heard many myths and taboos about female sexuality, especially after the age of 60. Today, I want to talk to you about a subject that is rarely discussed openly: the relationship between masturbation and the health of your uterus after age 60. Many women our age grew up in a time when talking about female pleasure was forbidden, when we were taught to ignore our own bodies and desires. And now, after 60, when we finally have time to rediscover who we are, doubts, fears, and even frightening information about what happens to our bodies arise. Have you ever wondered if taking care of your intimacy can affect your health? Have you felt guilty for still having desires? Have you worried about what happens to your uterus when you allow yourself moments of pleasure? Today we are going to talk about this with affection, respect, and, above all, with information based on real knowledge about the mature female body. The truth is that many of us have spent decades hearing misinformation about our own bodies. We grew up at a time when female pleasure was treated as something shameful or even harmful to health. And now, in the best phase of life, we continue to carry these unnecessary burdens. Perhaps you have heard that masturbation can cause problems in the uterus, inflammation, or even accelerate the aging of the intimate organs. Perhaps you have felt guilty or worried when seeking your own pleasure. I want you to know that you are not alone on this journey. Thousands of women like you have the same doubts, the same fears, the same desires. And today we are going to uncover together what really happens to your mature body when you allow yourself moments of intimacy with yourself. Contrary to what many would have us believe, intimate self-knowledge does not harm the uterus or any other organ after the age of 60. In fact, research shows something completely opposite and, for many, surprising. Masturbation after age 60 can have significant benefits for the health of your uterus and the entire pelvic region. When you allow yourself moments of pleasure, your body responds in ways that help maintain tissue vitality, elasticity, and even prevent common problems at this stage of life. It seems unbelievable after so many years of hearing the opposite, doesn't it? But stay with me, and I'll explain exactly what happens inside your body when you honor your feminine nature at all ages. Do you also feel that you have never received accurate information about your mature body and how to care for it with love? I know that it often seems like no one really understands what you are going through. Every day is a silent struggle that few recognize. I would love to hear more about your experience. Share in the comments by writing, "I never knew that my body deserves pleasure at any age." Your comment can help other women realize that they are not alone on this journey. Sometimes knowing that other people are going through the same thing as you brings great relief. Now, let's talk about what really happens to your uterus and pelvic region when you allow yourself moments of pleasure after the age of 60. The first surprising fact is that, contrary to what many myths suggest, masturbation helps improve blood circulation in the pelvic region. During moments of arousal, blood flow increases significantly throughout the genital region, including the uterus. This increase in circulation brings more oxygen and nutrients to the tissues, helping to keep them healthy and vital. It's like a natural exercise for your intimate organs, which, like any part of the body, benefit from movement and activity. Another wonderful effect is the strengthening of the pelvic muscles. During climax, the pelvic floor muscles contract rhythmically. These contractions act as a natural exercise, helping to strengthen muscles that tend to weaken with age. Strong pelvic muscles mean a lower risk of urinary incontinence, a problem that affects many women after menopause. It also means greater support for the uterus and other organs in the region, preventing uterine prolapse, a condition in which the uterus can descend into the vagina due to the weakening of the supporting tissues. Hormone production is another little discussed benefit. During moments of pleasure, your body releases endorphins, known as happiness hormones, which help reduce pain and discomfort common after age 60. Oxytocin, a hormone that promotes feelings of well-being and connection, is also released. These hormones not only improve your mood, but also have positive effects on the tissues of the uterus and vagina, helping to maintain their elasticity and overall health. One of the most surprising effects of masturbation after age 60 is the maintenance of natural lubrication. Many women at this stage of life suffer from vaginal dryness, which can lead to discomfort, itching, and even minor injuries. When you allow yourself moments of pleasure, even without penetration, you stimulate the glands responsible for natural lubrication. It's as if you are reminding your body that these mechanisms are still important and should continue to function. Over time, many women notice a significant improvement in natural lubrication, which contributes to the overall health of the intimate area. The issue of sensitivity also deserves attention. Over the years, it is natural for some changes to occur in the sensitivity of intimate tissues. Some women notice a decrease in sensitivity, while others experience the opposite, an increased sensitivity that can even cause discomfort. Regular masturbation helps your brain maintain the neural connections related to pleasure in good working order. It is like exercise for the mind and body, which helps preserve or even restore proper sensitivity, contributing to a more satisfying sexual experience, whether alone or with a partner. Many women over the age of 60 are also concerned about changes in the appearance of their intimate organs. It is important to know that these changes are natural and expected. Masturbation does not cause any type of deformation or premature aging, as some myths suggest. In fact, regular activity, which includes increased blood flow to the region, can help maintain tissue elasticity and health, contributing to healthier aging of the intimate region. It is also essential to talk about the issue of infections. Many women after menopause become more susceptible to urinary and vaginal infections due to changes in the pH of the vagina and the thickness of the tissues. Believe it or not, masturbation can help prevent these infections. During arousal and orgasm, a kind of natural cleansing of the vaginal canal occurs, with increased lubrication and movement of the muscles that help eliminate possible pathogens. In addition, increased blood flow strengthens the local immune system, helping your body fight off possible infections before they take hold. One aspect that is rarely discussed is how masturbation can help identify problems early on. By knowing your body well and touching it regularly, you become more familiar with what is normal for you. This means that any changes, such as a lump, unusual pain, or bleeding, will be noticed more quickly. This attention can lead to earlier diagnoses of conditions such as gynecological cancers, significantly increasing the chances of successful treatment. Another important issue is the relationship between sexual activity, including masturbation, and bone health. After menopause, many women experience a decrease in bone density, which can lead to osteoporosis. Studies have shown that regular sexual activity is associated with higher levels of estrogen, a hormone that helps protect bone health. Therefore, staying sexually active, including masturbation, can be part of a broader strategy to keep your bones strong and healthy. Now, thinking about practical solutions, I want to share with you some ways to honor your body and your sexuality after age 60. First, it is essential to use good lubrication. Natural vegetable oils, such as coconut oil, can be excellent allies for masturbation after age 60. They help reduce friction, preventing minor injuries, and also nourish the tissues, contributing to your overall health. Always choose natural products without artificial fragrances or irritating ingredients, which can disrupt the delicate balance of your intimate area. Another valuable tip is to pay attention to your posture and comfort. As you age, some positions may become uncomfortable due to issues such as arthritis or joint stiffness. Use pillows for support and find positions that are comfortable for you. Remember that there are no hard and fast rules. The important thing is your comfort and pleasure. It may also be helpful to explore different forms of stimulation. Some women over 60 find that areas that were once very sensitive now respond less, while other areas may have developed greater sensitivity. Give yourself permission to explore and rediscover your body without pressure or expectations. For many women, using a mirror can be a valuable tool in this journey of rediscovery. Observing your intimate area with care and curiosity can help you overcome years of shame and ignorance. You may notice the natural changes that have occurred over the years and learn to appreciate the unique beauty of your mature body. This practice can also help you identify areas of greater sensitivity and monitor the health of your tissues. The issue of time also deserves consideration. After age 60, your body may need more time to respond to stimulation. Arousal may take longer to fully develop, and natural lubrication may take longer to appear. There is nothing wrong with that. Give yourself the gift of time, without rushing or anxiety. Enjoy the process of connecting with your body, observing the sensations that arise without focusing solely on the ultimate goal of reaching climax. Another important aspect is the environment. Create a space that is comfortable, safe, and free from distractions. The temperature of the room, the lighting, and even the scents can contribute to a more pleasurable experience. Some women like to use relaxing essential oils, such as lavender or ylang-ylang, while others prefer a more neutral environment. The important thing is that you feel completely at ease. Conscious breathing is a powerful practice that can intensify your experiences of pleasure. Breathing deeply and slowly helps to relax the body and mind, allowing you to be more present and connected to your sensations. Some women find that synchronizing their breathing with self-stimulation movements can lead to more intense and satisfying experiences. Try different breathing rhythms and depths to find what works best for you. For some women, the use of accessories may be an interesting option. There are specific products for mature women designed with the natural changes in the female body after menopause in mind. These accessories can offer different types of stimulation, helping to overcome issues such as arthritis in the hands or decreased strength in the fingers. If you choose this alternative, always choose quality products made with safe and hypoallergenic materials. Regular masturbation can also help maintain the elasticity of vaginal tissues. After menopause, it is common for the vaginal canal to narrow and lose elasticity, which can lead to discomfort during penetrative sex. Regular self-stimulation, especially when it includes some degree of comfortable penetration, helps keep tissues flexible and elastic. It is like a gentle exercise that contributes to the overall health of your vagina. An additional benefit, rarely discussed, is the positive impact on sleep quality. Many women over the age of 60 have difficulty sleeping, whether due to hot flashes, anxiety, or other age-related factors. Orgasms release hormones that promote relaxation and sleepiness, which can help improve the quality of your sleep. Some women find that masturbating before bed acts as a natural sedative, helping them fall asleep more quickly and enjoy deeper, more restful sleep. Did you know that masturbation can also contribute to cardiovascular health? During sexual arousal, your heart rate increases and your blood vessels dilate, similar to what happens during light to moderate exercise. This regular exercise of the cardiovascular system can help keep your heart healthy. Of course, masturbation is no substitute for regular physical activity, but it can be a pleasant addition to your healthcare routine. I remember a woman I met in a support group for mature women's health. She was 78 years old when she began to explore her sexuality for the first time in her life. After decades of a marriage in which she had never experienced pleasure and a few years of widowhood, she decided she deserved to get to know her own body. At first, she felt extremely guilty and ashamed. But with time and proper information, she realized that she was simply taking care of her overall health. After a few months, she reported significant improvements in the symptoms of vaginal dryness that had bothered her for years. She also noticed that she slept better and felt more energetic during the day. Her story is not unique, although it is rarely shared openly. Another inspiring story comes from a 65-year-old woman who had suffered from urinary incontinence for several years. She had tried various treatments, including medication and physical therapy, with limited results. When she began to include masturbation as part of her self-care routine, she did not expect any benefits beyond momentary pleasure. To her surprise, after a few months, she noticed a significant reduction in episodes of incontinence. Her doctor explained that the natural strengthening of the pelvic muscles that occurs during orgasm was complementing the exercises she was already doing, helping her to better control her bladder. It is important to remember that every woman is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Some women over the age of 60 may experience discomfort or pain during masturbation, especially if they have conditions such as genital prolapse, severe vaginal atrophy, or certain types of arthritis. If you experience any persistent discomfort, it is essential to consult a healthcare professional who specializes in mature women's health. There are solutions to virtually every challenge, and you deserve to enjoy this part of your life with comfort and pleasure. Mental health also benefits greatly when you honor your sexuality at all ages. Masturbation releases endorphins and other neurotransmitters that promote feelings of well-being and help combat depression and anxiety, conditions that are common after age 60. In addition, the simple act of recognizing and meeting your sexual needs can increase your self-esteem and sense of autonomy. Many women report a new sense of empowerment when they begin to explore their sexuality at this stage of life, especially those who have lived for decades under the weight of taboos and prohibitions. An interesting aspect is how masturbation can help keep your libido active. It is common for sexual desire to decrease with age, especially after menopause, due to hormonal changes. However, like other bodily functions, sexuality follows the use it or lose it principle. The more you exercise your sexual response through masturbation or other forms of sexual expression, the more your body maintains its ability to feel desire and pleasure. It's like keeping a muscle active so that it doesn't atrophy from disuse. For many women, menopause brings unexpected freedom. Without the worry of unwanted pregnancy and, often, with more time available and less stress related to raising children, this phase can be a time of sexual rediscovery. Masturbation can be the gateway to this new phase, allowing you to reconnect with your body and rediscover what brings you pleasure now, which may be different from what worked for you when you were younger. A rarely discussed topic is masturbation as a form of self-care for women living with common chronic conditions after age 60, such as fibromyalgia, arthritis, or diabetes. These conditions can affect energy, mobility, and sensitivity, but they do not eliminate the ability to feel pleasure. In fact, the hormones released during orgasm can provide temporary relief from pain and discomfort. For these women, finding adapted forms of self-stimulation, perhaps using accessories that reduce hand strain or positions that decrease pressure on the joints, can be an important part of managing their health condition. The connection between mind and body is especially evident when it comes to sexuality. For many women over 60, mental barriers such as shame, guilt, or fear can be the biggest obstacles to a fulfilling sex life. Masturbation offers a safe space to begin deconstructing these barriers. By allowing yourself to explore your body without the pressure to please or meet someone else's expectations, you can begin to replace negative thoughts with a new narrative of acceptance and celebration of your mature body. It is common for older women to worry about changes in the appearance of their genitals. The labia majora may become thinner, the clitoris may shrink slightly, and the color and texture of the tissues may change. These changes are completely normal and do not diminish your ability to feel pleasure. In fact, getting to know and touching your body regularly can help you develop a more positive relationship with these natural changes, seeing them as part of life's journey rather than something to be feared or avoided. Have you ever wondered about the impact of your emotions on your intimate health? Negative emotions such as chronic stress, anxiety, and sadness can directly affect the health of your uterus and entire pelvic region, contributing to muscle tension, inflammation, and even hormonal changes. Masturbation, by promoting relaxation and releasing positive hormones, can be a powerful tool to break these negative cycles and restore emotional and physical balance. Have you felt that your body still awakens with desires and needs, but you don't know how to honor them at this stage of life? I completely understand that feeling. I know it can be a difficult topic to talk about, even with close friends or health professionals. I would like to hear about your experience. Share it in the comments with the phrase, I am rediscovering my body at 60 plus and know that your courage in talking about it can inspire other women to also seek information and take better care of their intimate health. For many women, spirituality is an important aspect of life, especially after the age of 60. Some may worry that masturbation is incompatible with their spiritual beliefs. It is important to remember that many spiritual traditions, when interpreted from a perspective of love and self-compassion, value self-care and respect for the body as the temple of the soul. Honoring your body, including your sexuality, can be seen as a form of gratitude for life and the wisdom accumulated over the years. An interesting perspective comes from traditional medicine in various cultures, which for centuries has recognized the importance of sexual energy for overall health, especially as we age. In some Eastern traditions, sexual energy is seen as a precious life force that, when properly cultivated, can rejuvenate the body and prolong vitality. Conscious masturbation, practiced with intention and mindfulness, can be a way to access and direct this energy to promote health and longevity. For women who have experienced sexual trauma in the past, masturbation in maturity can be part of a healing process. Many survivors find that reconnecting with their bodies on their own terms, at their own pace, and with complete control can help reframe past experiences and regain a sense of autonomy over their sexuality. This process should be gentle, without pressure, and ideally with the support of a mental health professional specializing in trauma and sexuality. The relationship between masturbation and creativity is another fascinating connection. Many women over the age of 60 report a blossoming of their creative expression, whether through art, writing, music, or other forms. This may be related to the release of emotional and energetic blocks that healthy sexual expression provides. Some studies suggest that sexual activity, including masturbation, stimulates areas of the brain associated with creativity and problem-solving. Perhaps it is no coincidence that many artists have produced some of their most inspired works in the mature stages of life. Another important aspect is communication with partners for those in a relationship. Many women discover, through masturbation, what really gives them pleasure in this new phase of life. This self-knowledge can significantly improve communication with your partner about desires and needs, leading to a more satisfying sex life for both of you. In addition, masturbation can be a healthy way to keep your sexuality active during periods when your partner is unavailable, whether due to health issues, distance, or other factors. For women who live alone after age 60, whether due to widowhood, divorce, or personal choice, masturbation can be an important way to maintain a connection with their sexuality. The absence of a partner does not mean that you should give up this vital dimension of the human experience. In fact, many women discover a new freedom at this stage, exploring their pleasure without the pressures or expectations that may be present in relationships. It is essential to remember that there is no single model for how sexuality should be experienced after the age of 60. Some women discover an intensified sexual desire at this stage, while others experience a transformation of desire into more subtle forms of intimacy and connection. Some may enjoy frequent masturbation, while others prefer more spaced-out but deeper experiences. Some may include elaborate fantasies, while others prefer to focus only on physical sensations. All of these expressions are valid and healthy as long as they bring well-being and are consensual. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself at this stage of life is freedom from rigid expectations about how your sexuality should be. Many women compare themselves to standards set for younger bodies or to their own experiences from decades ago. This type of comparison is rarely helpful and can diminish present pleasure. Each stage of life brings its own unique discoveries and pleasures. Mature sexuality has its own beauty and depth, which deserves to be celebrated on its own terms. One practical aspect to consider is the issue of privacy, especially for women who live with family members or in shared living situations. It is important to create spaces and moments of privacy for yourself, where you can explore your sexuality without worries or interruptions. This may mean setting clear boundaries with people who share your home, using the bathroom while showering as a private space, or taking advantage of moments when you are alone at home. Remember that your sexuality is an important part of your health and well-being, and you are entitled to this intimate space. If you identified with what we talked about today and would like to continue discovering natural ways to take care of your intimate health after age 60, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Every week, I share discoveries, techniques, and solutions that have helped thousands of women like you regain their quality of life without relying on aggressive treatments. Just click on the subscribe button below. It costs nothing, but it can be the first step toward a new phase of well-being in your life. And by activating the bell, you will be notified whenever we have new information that can make a difference in your daily life. We are together on this journey, and every week I want to be here, talking to you, bringing answers and support for your most important questions. To conclude our conversation today, I want to leave you with a message of hope and encouragement. Many of us grew up in times when female sexuality was surrounded by taboos, shame, and misinformation. We were taught to ignore our bodies, to silence our desires, to believe that after a certain age, this part of life simply disappeared or should be forgotten. Today we know that these ideas are not only wrong, but can also be harmful to our physical and emotional health. Your body, with all its wisdom accumulated over decades, remains a place of pleasure, discovery, and vitality. Not only does masturbation not harm your uterus or any other organ after age 60, but it can also contribute significantly to your overall health, helping to prevent common problems at this stage of life and providing physical and emotional well-being. I hope that our conversation today has helped dispel some myths and open up new possibilities for you. Remember that it is never too late to rediscover your body, to honor your sexuality, to give yourself the gift of pleasure and self-care. You deserve a full life in all its dimensions, including the sexual, at every stage of your journey. And if at any time you have questions or concerns, I will be here, providing information based on real knowledge about the mature female body, always with respect, affection, and without judgment. Before we say goodbye, I would like to ask you to like this video if you found the information useful. This helps our content reach more women who may be looking for the same answers. And if you have any questions or suggestions for topics you would like us to cover in future videos, please leave them in the comments. Your participation is essential for us to create increasingly relevant and useful content for women like you. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. Thousands of women are rediscovering their sexuality after the age of 60 and living this phase of their lives to the fullest and in good health. You also deserve this experience. Until we meet again, take good care of yourself and remember, your body is wise, and honoring it at all ages is an act of self-love.